Light, Joel Sanders, the elusive back. From Duke. I can't even remember where I got this guy. We call it.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the second-year man Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills as they match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football.
Tennessee,
as a moment ago, their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
That last game, I just didn't get no long runs there, man. And then the game got out of hand, and I was like,
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Oh, he breaks another. And he gets us just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it, right out of the gate?
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Let's go.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. Fights off the defender. They'll say no gain on the play.
In there, you didn't even hold them long enough to do anything.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now.
Serious, dude?
Yeah,
You're backing up more?
Later on when you can play action them or stick
Heck was
something to
that?
them between the second and the third level.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
People, it's because you're stupid to it random.
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now Sanders. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7
I'll let the
on the
defense.
return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Almost able to
You know what I'm saying?
intercept
We
it.
want the game to give us.
That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect.
Yeah.
Now
Hello.
contact
Caught
up
you
front as
lacking.
penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. The numbers for Sanders last week, pretty darn good mix and match effort. 3 rushing touchdowns, 2 more receiving.
I don't know how you felt, but to me it was apparent that early on, they just had to keep finding ways to get him the football because he was obviously going to find his way into the end zone, wasn't he?
He was, and he found his way there 5 times.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game
one.
and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and wearing all off-season and season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best
Shed the block. What is going on?
The game and the relief.
Dang.
Having a pretty decent ball game.
Nobody run block.
It would have been a
different story.
long night.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
I thought thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play. Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. To throw is Mariota.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll run with Sanders. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
Let's go.
His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able.
Different time zone, though.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Just bowling over tacklers. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Titans football. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he breaks through another tackle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4, Mariota.
See, you threw it to me, though?
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out,
couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage.
It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st.
I'll let you correct your running.
6 and good enough to move the chains.
Benzo just makes you do whatever. Like, I understand.
They have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling.
I'm gonna allow them
to make sure that he gets targeted
a certain way based off of
the about it is the route. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike.
From the gun, Mariota. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. 1st down, Mariota. And incomplete.
Yeah, come on, man.
Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Well, this meeting between the Bills and Titans, part of the NFL 100 series, and everybody remembers the Music City Miracle back in 1999 with 16 seconds left and the Titans trailing by 1. They took the kickoff. Frank Wycheck threw a lateral pass across the field to Kevin Dyson, who went 75 yards untouched for the game-winning score, as if the Bills had not already endured enough postseason heartache from the early 90s, and then they would not make the playoffs again until a couple of years ago in 2017. Mariota Tre'Davious
arm out and got it
White,
from the back
there to knock it away that time.
I think it was in a different one way. His arm stretched out. No. Don't throw it directly to him. He's not going to try to run the ball.
4 yards on the dump off at second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Oh.
They'll keep it on the ground again here.
He
goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. All right, hang on. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And Sanders now to return.
X-Factor on you.
35-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him, where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops.
Hey, it's my fault for not running the route right in that situation.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do.
Yeah, hold on.
Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield.
Who is I got?
He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Nobody blocking, bud.
And he'll be taken down, but not before
me, bud.
Past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They're trying to show they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up.
What are you pushing them for?
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure it's just a little bit extra.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander.
Not even, bruh, they not even blocking for you. You backing up, backing up, backing up.
First sack in this game, and they tackled 4 a week ago.
And probably not
as much exultation in
that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
On you, Mark.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7.
Not the way this game is going.
This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing, Mariota. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 of the season.
And I was like, this nigga taking it.
Away to stretch their lead.
Run around.
A good sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
Because I haven't really gotten any interceptions.
For me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down.
What I want to do, I got to clog in the what's called.
And try to keep that lead.
That was
back now
you
in
need to go
Nashville.
through there
As the
and
Titans have got the football, they'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he will score.
What was that?
Titans. A
Been
great
loading the
effort
box
there.
pretty much the whole game.
Touchdown number 23
Into like
here
a
on the year. And the Titans are going to add
quarter.
on to their lead.
That's what it looked like, because
So
quarter.
he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
I've never put in
Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is
on 1st down, it's Sanders, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
defense.
Go.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Schwab, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards on the ground.
Oh my gosh.
Into a mass of bodies, and I
That's
think they
bull,
held them
man.
out. They did.
Second time I've seen
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
ultimate team.
They'll try to
Yeah,
run
got
with
that
Sanders.
sack on Big
And maybe a
Ben.
measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this
Oh
time
my
they
God,
get
I
him
had 2
behind the line.
defenders to go get the
They'll
ball.
wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting
I can't
3rd
pick
and
it
goal.
up. The other defender, they can't pick it up. All of a sudden, a Pittsburgh come out of nowhere, pick it up, and takes it to them.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Not directly for me. I've seen it.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Circle was highlighted. Let me pick up the ball in that situation. And my guys, both guys falling over and not getting the ball. Falling.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Trailing in the fourth, this close.
I don't have the
game,
best
that's
time to do a
penalty
face
you just
mask.
can't afford.
It's an absolute killer.
It
It's
did
one
stop
that
the
drives
clock.
coaches and teammates
It
insane.
gave us extra
Now
yards.
it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mariota. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
They
would
did
do?
press,
Why they asked the sideline.
Not at all.
Most of the time,
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Tennessee, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Buffalo,
Great.
they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a
Ryan
loss.
Westbrook.
And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I just in that situation. Falcons, we played Packers and Brett Favre. And trouble. That was that point. Sure. That was a better pocket spread. Offense, plus up. The Bleacher Report. Down and on napkins and stuff like that. Like, hey, it is what it is. Andy Reid got a thick playbook. Like, I mean, a lot of these coaches do though. Like, I can only imagine what Belichick's, because Belichick's in the league so long. Andy Reid too, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of these coaches haven't been in the league. Mike Holmgren. So, you know, Mike Holmgren had a lot of plays too. Matter of fact, I think that's what happened. Like,
Oh, I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
Ready? 180. Right, two. Set. Right, get up. Ready? Ready? One up.
watch my Eagles play the first preseason. Yes. Super Twitch, man. He's supposed to be blocking for no half a second. God. Oh.
Hey, man, listen. Great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're going to be just fine.
Man, Juju. Madden Juju's pretty good. I mean, like, in real life, he's good, but I'm just saying, we'll see how that goes, you know, with no AB. Sound to him. I'm not saying he won't do good or anything like that. I'm just saying, we'll see how it goes. I don't even know how big Jamal Lewis was, but it's reminiscent of that. Next week. $240.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see fifth-year quarterback Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans as they match up with the longtime Raven Joe Flacco and his new team, the Denver Broncos. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime, but kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Broncos Stadium in Mile. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
That's another thing, yo. Oh man, the NFL experience, man. Same thing with NBA. Had on there. It's just all skill. The way Madden does it, anyway. Incorporate your part already in there. How you at? Like how I have it right now.
A first down throw for Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort. 4 catches, 86 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
On first down, it's Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
False start, offense.
I'm pointing.
And that'll set him back 5.
Well, 2 guys jumped, and I was like, ain't it though?
Second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
Yes, broke away.
Nothing but green ahead.
Can't hold me. Get off me. You can't hold me.
Touchdown, Titans.
Go.
A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead.
Last dream.
And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that off.
3 games, basically.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6. Fights him off, refusing to go down. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard
be the tight end.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
I just assumed I was at 19 because
past the 30 to the 32.
That's what the drive goal was.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there.
About to run out on the outside.
Moving.
Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
11 yards there, first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Offense.
So that'll back him up 5. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders.
Come on, let's go.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just...
one of the better teams to go to. where I would go to the Cowboys.
On first down, Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally.
Older than my rivals,
so they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Almost equal.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Not really.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here.
I know too many Cowboy fans.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On first and 10, here's Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Y'all team
11 more on that one and another first down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is...
There he goes.
I know every fan base has crazy fans.
Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the fourth most in a single season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason
to get up there with OJ and Eric Dicker.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. Boy,
rocket science either.
Breaking that officially. Give him 15. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Let's go,
Here's Sanders. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
That's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating.
Big stop, G.
Mariota on first down. Now they go
that. Let's go. Break another one. Oh, come on.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
I get a block.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. He's fresh off that
when I get a block,
performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Sanders.
Oh, that's all we need.
second half will start
come
with
on.
Sanders. Takes this to the
Not the lane I was
27,
going. I was
giving
going to the
4
next
yards.
lane.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Like a block.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Check, 47.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They'll run with Sanders. Brushing off.
Oh,
the
yeah.
And off he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long
I really do
where they've handed him the football.
Hard drive. It's just that you take a lot of space up in your room now.
Here's Brian Anger now.
That's what
as
hard
he's
drive
on to
is.
punt for Denver. He'll look to
My
set
old
up
series,
his
like my
blockers.
game.
A very good return
That's
there. Give him an even 20
PS3
yards.
guys. Boots of video games.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their
Part
legs
about
to
it, if
find
you have
that
the
open
hard drive,
space.
though,
He's had some good help up front to boot. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now Mariota. Sanders has it over the middle.
Not right at all.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This
But
position
they gotta
just
change
continues
that
to
though. I mean, they do try to
They
still
become
throw it
just
in
as
the
critical to the
vicinity,
passing
especially
attack
run the route
as
right.
a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field
Uh-oh.
can really generate big plays.
Uh-oh.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on.
Check, 47.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps.
Oh, you kidding me?
And he locates Walker, complete.
Still got it off though, Mariota. I slowed him down a little bit, I guess, but I should have been able to.
Still throwing the football here.
I should have held him up.
I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all
I am
that.
forced
Other
on
people
that
think
one.
about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
he's a running back. Yeah, he may not have the blocking ability. That's it. Hey. Give him enough time to be able to get it.
Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Y'all love to just make us go back or
That's one
something.
to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
That's not how the game is actually played, man.
A gain of 13. It's a first
They
down.
cross that over.
He's
They
still rumbling,
take
isn't he? Still
that
looking
little bit
fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
50's a mic. 50's a mic.
On first down,
Their motion was
Sanders.
blatantly
Again,
going
he finds an
backwards.
opening, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Maybe.
A great play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. And partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted.
Running backs, man. Always have the option to be
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders.
franchise been fun. All the
And he's
offense
able
one.
to get this one down
That
to the
defensive
40-yard
tackle,
line.
that's gonna be
The
a hard.
drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
RPO and you're winning, and you're supposed to be chewing up the clock.
Let him pick his spot to run the
On that
football.
situation.
How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
I'm coming.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz?
Getting hit now.
The ability to stay on task, to
Yeah.
follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here you go.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but
Race
feel
of
great about
franchise almost.
themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that
A
number
game,
of points,
2 games.
continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.
I
and
expect to
carry
lose
it
some
with them.
games.
And as an
with the
offensive
Jags.
coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, they remain as hot as anyone
I'm
at
gonna give the
6-0
ball to
now
myself.
through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Stars would look like today if they were alive. Taking account of somebody healthy though, or their overall lifestyle, because some of these people are, some of these celebrities are aging. The ones that actually live, well, they didn't have a good, but yeah, they been keeping themselves together. Some of these celebrities, so they showed a picture of like Biggie and stuff like that, and I'm like, you don't know. Biggie could have said, I need to start working out. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. He could, you know. So, you never know.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today.
Don't
We
look
gotta
old.
get better today. What I want
Us
to know
don't
is
look old.
who's ready
That's
to get
same,
better.
basically
I'm
the
ready to
same
work
era.
today. You ready to work? You ready
Those
to work?
guys came
All right,
out
then
around the
let's
same
Let's get
time
out
as
there and
far as.
do it.
Set, line, Katie.
Oh, man.
Ready, 180. Where they done?
After I pressed it, that's the BS that I'll be talking about right there, though.
Line up. Ready, blue 18. Ready, up. Set, blue 80. Ready, up. Set, blue 80. Blue 82. Set, blue 80.
When I use.
Flag, get up.
Hey man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're gonna be
Clear
just
on
fine.
what's the point? Like, I mean, you can't. They ain't gonna let you. Okay. Humble. Carson wins. Mid-season, this is not the time to it's the time to hunker down and perform. This week's focus, not this week. Focus on not turning over the ball. Uh-oh. But they hit that 2,000 marker. I mean, do they actually in the leader? Sometimes games don't focus on that type of stuff. 2K doesn't focus on. I feel like if your average is already up there, might as well be up there. Leaderboards. think they. No, that's one of the things they don't do, and they don't have the stats. I got more 40-point games than Jordan or 50-point games than than Kobe, Jordan, or any of those guys because I like average 60 points a game on 2K. So it's like, but yeah, they don't record that in your records on the game. Oh, because I haven't been back yet. I think that's a mod, something like that. That's my Barry Sanders, my era, early part of my Earl Campbell, O.J. Simpson, Chris Johnson. I always forget Chris Johnson was able to get 2,000 yards. Like Terrell Davis, Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders was almost able to get 2,000 almost every year. If you go back and look at his stats, he's like always close to that, in that range. Jamal Lewis is hard to knock him down, 245, and they were playing like they were killing people, man. They had stout defense. So you got Ray Lewis, you got Ed Reed, you just got Suggs and man, Haloti Nada. Like they just had defense on top of defense on top of defense. Then you run the ball. That's why the quarterbacks did okay. They didn't have to do much. Just have to turn over the ball. That's off of ACL injury too. I believe that was off the ACL injury when he ran 2,000 over 2,000 yards. Then Eric, shoot, I got about 17. Got 17. All I do is have time. Cause come on, man. Well, I only got 27 attempts, so. But Broncos just let you They let me break away, and then when I broke away, I'm like, I'm trying to get away from safeties and corners. Once I get away from them, it's a wrap. Those some of the fastest guys on defense. Get away from the guys. It's only weak. Option 8th in defensive. That's not too bad. Touchdowns. What receiving looking like? 23. Let you know we not even throwing the ball at all. Opposed to me playing face of franchise or my 4 touchdowns. Yeah. Because that's all. I don't return. That's okay, I'll probably jump in and do another one with Nasir Moss, a wide receiver, but it's in my broadcast. It will be on my YouTube channel, AOKid2306. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'm out.